Hey, everybody, welcome to day 183 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full time reseller supporting her family. It is Sunday, December 8th, 2024, and I was ready for bed about 4 hours ago. No joke. But, life goes on. We did our reseller reset, and then we which we do in our Patreon group every Sunday night. We come together, we get our schedule set. We got on a little tangent talking about yesterday's topic, the 12-week year. I think it's really going to be a game changer for those of us that would like to participate. If you'd like to participate, go hop in our Patreon, join our mastermind. We're going to be doing some pretty amazing things, some next level accountability scorecards. It's going to be amazing, but I'm not really allowed to talk about that until after this week, because this week we're running the reseller ramp up, which is a Listapalooza, a big event we're doing on Facebook, a big challenge community supportive thing. So that's linked up in the show notes as well if you would like to join us there. So I kind of want to talk about the blame game, and I kind of want to talk about accountability. I don't know where this is going to land, but it's going to be quick because we hit our sales goal this week. Well, this past week. My week ends on a Saturday evening, so my new week starts today. We hit our sales goal. It was a really good week last week. I'm very happy to report that. And then today, to start the new week, we also hit our sales goal, which was awesome. I hope this trajectory continues for Q4. We'll see. Stay tuned. That's all I can say. I'm doing everything I can to make it happen, and continuing the daily actions that I started at the beginning of the year. All right. So I am reset to zero. Everything is shipped. It was a shipping marathon, and it was really fun. I have a really cool package stack. I didn't even get to take a picture of it. Maybe I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. And I'm reset to zero, and joining me are Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason the Santee Swapper, Char, Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Singz, Nick, Mr. C Chats, Vanessa the Diabetic Reseller, Brightest Holidays, Judith R, Pam of Whimsy and Such, Carmen of Northern Bargains, Becky of Becky Consigns, Lee of Lee Phillips 4191. All right, guys, awesome job resetting to zero. I think it is especially important as we do the Listapalooza and the reseller ramp up that you go ahead and you reset your workspace every night. If you haven't and you want to join us, let's say you're new in the reseller ramp up or you've just started listening to Reseller Reflections, let me know if you want to join this Reset to Zero challenge. It does make a huge difference. So if you haven't started it yet and you're in the reseller ramp up, now is a great time to start it, because you don't want to you want to come into your workspace every day fresh with a clean head and a clean workspace, and just really be able to focus on what you're doing and getting those listings up. All right. So there's a saying by Confucius that I really love, and it does kind of tie into blame. It's, don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. And yeah, blame is a very sneaky, very destructive thing that we all use. We blame our circumstances, we blame other people. And what that does is it takes our power, our sovereignty away. It gives somebody else the power to control our situation, what's happening, and taking that personal responsibility back. Maybe you can't do anything about, your circumstance, but you can take back ownership of that. So when you blame something, you kind of alleviates you of any, it takes away your power, but it also alleviates you of any responsibility you might have for the situation. Now, am I saying everything's your fault? No. But you can control things. You can't control your outside circumstances to, a very high degree, but you can control your reaction to them. You can try to stop excuse me. Blaming. If you find yourself blaming or using an excuse, well, I don't have the best workspace, or you don't know what my situation is like. And it's just, you can feel how that kind of takes away your power and your sovereignty. So, really work on, and I'm doing this as well. I'm catching myself when I blame a circumstance, an external circumstance, for something that you can't control. You can't control your surroundings. You can't control the events that happen. You can't control these things that are thrown your way, but you can control your reaction to them. You can not blame, but you can figure out proactively a solution. So don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. And this ties into the 12-week year. There is a chapter um about, I think it's chapter 8, accountability. And one of the things he says in it is, you can hold a baby and you can hold a bag of groceries, but you can't hold someone accountable. And I just love that. I think it totally makes sense. And the whole concept of accountability is really personal responsibility. And, if we're blaming, we're not taking personal responsibility. We're going to get into this whole accountability thing in more detail at a later date. But let's just start thinking about really taking ownership and accountability. It's great to have an accountability group, but ultimately we're the ones that are responsible for that. And the explanation here is accountability is not consequences, but ownership. It is a character trait, a life stance, a willingness to own your own actions and results, regardless of your circumstances. Yeah. All right. And to do that and really take ownership of this accountability thing, we need to definitely just stop playing the blame game, take ownership, just really stop playing the blame game. And the first part of that is really becoming aware of how we're doing that, or how we might be placing blame, or how we might be using it as an excuse. And I think everybody does this to some degree. It's just becoming aware of it. And that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully you join me on this journey as well. All right, guys, have a great night. I will see you on day 184 of Reseller Reflections. Night, night.